Hey everybody, it's the B-Log, and this is number 19. 19 all the way, almost 20, not quite though. I definitely have more than 20 videos, but this is the B-Log number 19. Pretty crazy that we've gotten this far. This is kind of a long time coming. I've been dragging my feet on this particular B-Log for several days, if not like a couple weeks. I wanted to talk about excellence, right? What is excellence to you? Like, what does excellent mean? Back when I was like growing up in the 80s, used to be like, or 90s, 80s and 90s. We used to be like, hey man, totally excellent. Like, excellent. Like, well, what does that mean? What does excellent mean, right? And it's like, well, does it mean perfection? Does it mean like, oh man, excellent. That is just like, so excellent. What does that mean anyway? And to me, it's like, well, it could mean, either, extremely good, or outstanding. Right? So what is outstanding? What is extremely good, right? You could say, well, hey, this place is in excellent condition, right? It has, the smoke detector, and it has doors that work, right? Excellent place, right? Now, are these the best doors that we've ever seen? No. Is this the most expensive smoke detector I could buy? No. Got these headphones, right? These are excellent headphones, right? But are they the most expensive headphones, right? These are good headphones. These are Yamaha headphones, right? Yamaha's a good brand, right? But are these the most expensive Yamaha headphones? Are they the best Yamaha headphones? Now, they're excellent headphones, right? Don't get me wrong. But are they the best, right? So you're getting where I'm going here. So excellence is not necessarily being the best at whatever you do, right? Now, I can honestly say, hey, I'm an excellent trumpet player most of the time. Sometimes, though, I'll admit I'm not excellent. I'll say sometimes I'm not doing as hard as I should. Sometimes I'm not putting as much effort as I should into it. I'm not, like, giving it all of my being to make it happen, right? That's not excellence. That's not excellent playing. So it's like, well, I didn't really try. I didn't achieve excellence, right? So to achieve excellence, so like, for instance, to give you an example here, I'm working on a CD right now, an album, right? A recording, a record. I'm working on a record, right? Whatever you want to call it. An LP. It's not going to come out on LP. It's going to come out on CD. I think we still call it making records if we make a CD. It's hard to say. But anyway, pulling out all the stops on this thing. I'm trying to achieve excellence with this recording, right? So how do I achieve excellence at a recording, right? Now I could say, hey, I'm going to make this thing better than anyone else's album, right? But then is that excellence? Now I could be saying, well, I'm trying to do something better than everybody, right? Better. I'm trying to do better. So maybe if that's what excellence is for me, then I've achieved it, right? Because I wanted to be better than the top guy, and I set my goal and I did it, right? And I said, hey, I achieved excellence of myself. I brought excellence out of me, and then at the same time, I also achieved the goal of being the best, right? Now, can you achieve excellence without being the best? Now, that's something that you have to ask yourself, right? I worked really, really hard. I gave 100% on that run, on that that cross country race, right? And I still got 5th place. I didn't get 1st place, but I gave it everything I had, right? I achieved excellence, right? Even though I didn't win, I still achieved that excellence, right? Now, the guy that won, did he achieve excellence? Well, it's hard to say. Now, what if he was like super track star, could easily run twice as fast as everybody, doesn't really have to work hard, but he decides to just kind of run just a little bit ahead of everybody instead of saying, look, I'm going to do my best and I'm going to achieve excellence. And if that means that I'm going to win the race by a lot, then so be it, right? It's excellence. If it means that you're, the last person on that race, if you achieve excellence, then you achieved it. Good for you, right? If you say you're playing an instrument and you're only able to work up one of the 10 pieces that we're working on, and you can play that piece, you can play it. You can't play it as well as the worst person in the section, or maybe you are the worst section player, right? But you worked really, really hard on that piece and you did your best. You did your absolute best. You didn't slack off at all. You practiced as much as you possibly could. You worked really hard. You sought out all your friends that know the stuff and you just went for it, right? You achieved excellence, right? You're maybe still the weakest link in that section, but you worked really hard and you proved to them your worth, and people want people who are excellent. People don't want necessarily the best, right? I would rather have an excellent player than somebody who is the best, who never shows up, right? Who doesn't give me, 100%, who only gives me like 60%. He's so good that he only gives people 60% and then he leaves the 40% for other things like getting drunk or hitting on girls or whatever his deal is, right? And so it's like, well, you can't achieve excellence if you have reservations, right? So that's all I have to really say. This album's coming out a week from today, right? That's looks like what day is that? That's the 1st of March. So I'll definitely have a big announcement for that. And I'll tell you exactly where you can go buy it. It's going to be a good one. Definitely one that will be considered for the Grammy. I'm real excited about that. I'm going to do it. I did everything I could possibly do to make sure everything was in place on this album. Every last instrument has been recorded, close mic'd. There's not a single bit of synthesizer anywhere on that thing. Everything is acoustic. I'm very proud of that. There's electric guitar and bass, but it's like a mic that is on the cabinet, right, of the speaker, right? And so you can't get any more real than that. Now, if I was going to say, okay, I'm going to spend a lot more money on this thing and I'm going to go to a major studio and mix it there because they have all the outboard analog gear and the Neve console and stuff like that, then we may be talking a little more. But luckily in today's day, when we mix it all in the box, they have all of those outboard compressors, EQs, plate reverbs, all the things you need to make a really good jazz album without having to have physically a plate reverb. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a plate reverb, but you're looking at basically almost a room that just has that one piece of equipment in it, and this thing is huge. So luckily there's plugins for that kind of stuff. Just to say a bus compressor from Solid State Logic, you're looking at probably about $3,000 just to have that piece of equipment, and you can only run 2 channels through it at the time. So you have your drums, you have your drum bus, which you want to have your drums be bussed together and compressed, at least a little bit. You have your horns, those need to be bussed together and compressed as well. You have your piano double mic, right? This stereo pair. Sometimes you have more than two mics on the piano, so you got to put all those together. And so you're looking at another one that you have to bus together and compress. And then there's the main mix bus, right? There's the whole enchilada that you have to bus and then compress as well. So you're looking at probably about 12 grand worth of just compressors to make it happen, in an analog world, right? But luckily, the compressor that you can get the Waves version of it, that's like $100, and you can just slap that on every single channel if you'd like. That's the good thing about the plugins, although you do miss that analog sound. I don't know, maybe you don't miss it. It's hard to say. I don't listen to an album and be like, dang, man, they must have used really good analog gear on this, I'm listening to the album and I'm going, dang, this sonically sounds really good, and these players are really good, and whoever this mixer is, regardless of what he used, whether digital, analog, or spaceship, whatever if there's a third one out there, I don't know, maybe there is. If there's whatever you use, if you know what you're doing, then you're going to get the sound that you want. It's just bottom line. Anyway, so I guess that's it for the rambling. CD is going to be great. Definitely have to check it out. It's called Departures, and it's by the Timberline Express Big Band. And it's just really, really great playing. I take a couple trumpet solos in there, and I'm blowing lead trumpet on most of it. My friend Randy Scher is splitting the trumpet parts with me, and he is just a fantastic player. Really tasty. I mean, the solos that he plays on flugelhorn are just amazing. And then the sax solos, we have some guitar solos on there that are just fantastic. The drumming, world class. I have like 3 really good session drummers playing on that. I have like several session percussionists. We're working on maybe doing some taiko drums in there too, which is just going to be absolutely crazy. Just finish it off with these taiko drums like in the background with the band playing, right? But we have to pull this off in like a week because we have basically today, and then it releases the 1st, right? That's a week from today. So it's a week from today to mix, master, produce the whole thing, and he wants to put taiko drums on it. It's like, are you serious? So we'll see if we can do this. So next B-Log, we'll see if it's a week from today, and I'm announcing that this CD is done, then you can go purchase it. Hopefully in a week. Now, it's a pretty tall order to get it all done, but we'll see if it happens. It's just going to be a lot of late nights. I may have to, check out a little bit from some other things that I do. But yeah, Departures, look forward to it. Departures, Timberline Express, Big Band, taking off. All right, this is the B-Log number 19. See you guys later.